Now, to my friends, I'm listening to the video. You know, the good thing is, I'm glad I'm not calling somebody every second. I only have to speak in your message, your answering machine, and when you come home, you can only listen to what I was thinking. But if I have your telephone number, and you're sitting in your workplace, and I have to call you every second, I think you're going to be fired. They like kick you out of your job while you're not paying attention in your workplace. You're sitting in school, I'm calling you every minute. They're like, get out of the class because you're not paying attention. Well, if someone is calling you to tell you they love you, it's different. If someone is calling you to tell you they just win the lotto, it's different. But if someone is calling you to tell you to wake up, I mean, when you wake up, just stay awake. Get some rest, but when you wake up, stay awake. Because your nighttime is American daytime, and American nighttime is Hong Kong daytime. Now, this phone call I'm making, I have your number, but you know I call so much, you don't pick up. You hear the phone ringing, like, oh, there she go again, she's calling. Just let her speak on the answering machine. Well, it's the same as the YouTube video. There are a lot of people already sick of hearing me, but there are those who are very excited to hear what I'm thinking. But for as long as there is few that still want to hear what I'm thinking, well, here it comes. I have 2 children in my house. It's my body. But don't understand me wrong. When I say it's my body, who paints the body? The woman who knows she cannot have a baby, she's supposed to keep the drop of sperm, and then she become pregnant and have a daughter. And become pregnant and have a son. What she did, she make her body to be only boys and then raise them up, and those boys don't put the drop inside of her so she can be pregnant again. She send the boy to me. She know my mother. She know her mother. Her mother make her to be her, and she know my mother make me to be me. Not the blind people, not the people who sleep in the night. The energy. I have a war with the energy field. I'm trying to tell you, the war, real war, the one that drive your mother's body. They don't drive the wind. The wind make the body. But the ones who control us is what I'm talking about. My ex-boyfriend, the mother jumped the building. She's dead. She's not dead. The day she died, somebody become her age. You understand? Someone was 30 years of age, supposed to be 31. This woman who's 31, she get like, I don't like to be 31. They know she was gonna jump, and they make sure there is somebody behind her. Imagine if she was the only woman in this world and she jumped. Her son will never be pregnant. That's why they make sure they know when she reach in that stage, she gonna jump. But don't worry, there's a woman over there who's gonna collect the paint inside of her son, and then she make her own body to become the boy, and now that boy can say, that's my child. Understand, my friends? This life, what we live in, is so unbelievable. If you are a mother, if you live in this world, if you are lighting a cigarette, you ask yourself, you don't understand why you're lighting a cigarette. It's because your great-grandmother did something bad to the wind yesterday. That body live on, become you. That's why you're lighting a cigarette. But forget the cigarette. Forget any other thing. The most important thing. Save money in the bank, but try to save food in your house if you want to save yourself and your family. It is very important. If even there is a storm in the area, the shops are flown away. If you have food in cans, you can still open it. The water will not float the canned food away. You will survive for a couple of days before the shops will be open again. The one who built the ocean It is not God, the wind. The one who built the ocean, it is women that become men. They build the plane. The mighty house you see standing is not built by God. It's built by Lucifer that tried to overthrow God. The big building is not coming from heaven. When we're sleeping, we wake up, we see a building appear from heaven. We can say, thank you, God, for the new building we get. But we see women that have the sun, that raise the sun. And those boys are building the big houses. They will never build the big houses without the light of Lucifer. Understand this. The light of Lucifer only deceiving you that the light, it is what is life. The TV is what life is. The school is what life is. The food is life. The wind in your body is life. In the darkness, if you have a church light, you can still give the food water. You can still eat. You don't need the big daylight. You don't need electricity if you have a battery to charge the church light. The light in the sky is made out of battery. Electricity is made out of battery. If you buy a battery, you put it in a radio, you can hear the voice. You buy a battery, you put it in a church light, you can see the light. It is very important that you have a church light in your house with battery. You have food in cans in your house. The millions in a bank account, it is nothing. The pop star, they have shops in their backyard. But you and me, they tell us every week the shop is open Monday to Friday. Imagine if we earned our children in the school and then something went down. They have our children and we are stranded where we stranded. 100 years later, they can tell our children whatever they want to tell them. And we will be dead, but that is our body in school. A woman is a child today. She goes to school. Her daughter is inside of her for 25 years. She get the daughter out. The same age as you. You're not much different from your husband. The same year your mother was pregnant with you, 2 years later the other woman was pregnant. The mother have the son not gonna become your husband. The other mother have the daughter. Understand, it's very important. There's an energy that drives the body of the people. If your daughter went to the same school you went, your daughter mind become your mind. Why your daughter have a different name? If the TV you watched yesterday is what your child is watching today, if the sex you have yesterday is what your child is watching today and doing today, is it different or you're just the same? What makes a mother different from the child? If the child is eating what you eat as a baby, the child is dressing and wearing the same size of shoes as you wear as a baby, just because you already throw your shoes away, but you forget it's the same shoe they make recycle and now they put it on your daughter, which is your body that came out of you. It is very important that you understand. Making a phone call to people, we're talking to the same amount of people from yesterday. Picture me, I'm a woman. I have 7 daughters. Is it 7 daughters or I just make my face to be 7 times? You understand? If they will collect all my daughter, anytime I get them out, they send them to school. What's the difference between the 7? Are they not learning the same thing? Just because the one is ahead of the other one, you're thinking they're not doing the same thing. What if I have 7 babies out of me, all 7 of them sitting in the same class, They read in the same books. Instead of I have them 7 times different age. What's different between them? Try to see what you have in your house. It is very important. Try to buy food. Don't believe the fake fantasy. Don't believe in education. It is you. They send you back to school. And now they let you watch you in the school. Understand? It is my body, but someone controlling the body. Somebody write a letter for me. This letter is in the cast. I did not read it on time. At the time when they write the letter, nobody tell me there was a post for me. In the same house, next door live another woman. The other side live 2 women. They are pregnant. They have 2 boys. I live over here with this other woman. The women over there that make their body to become the boys way before my mother and this woman mother make their body to become us. When the 2 boys over there cross over to us, they make love with us. They only come to do one thing, to drop a paint, and they go away. I'm pregnant. The other woman is pregnant. Please tell me, I did not open the mail 30 years. My daughter checked the mailbox and she's reading the letter that was made for me. But I am already 60 years of age. I die before my daughter find the letter. Please tell me, who is reading the letter? My daughter or me? You understand? If my daughter is still inside of me, I am still 60 years old. I find the letter, I'm reading it. Just because it says my name, I say, oh, this letter is for me. But when my daughter came out of me, I am dead. She live on, she find the letter. She said, oh, this letter was for my mother. Who is my daughter? And who is me? Is it not the same? For as long as the fake name they're gonna give us, and the fake name we're gonna give our children, for as long as there is no tattoo on the body when it came out of the body, all 1-month-old pregnancy is exactly the same. The doctors can never tell you if it's a boy or a girl 1-month pregnancy. Until the later stage, they can tell you if it's a boy or a girl. If nowadays there's a lot of women who were man yesterday, they change their breast, they change their looks, they look like a woman, they can deceive you. Quiet. They can deceive you. And you still can see them, they look like a woman. Doesn't it say they just try to correct the mistake that was made, but only they can only not be pregnant? Understand, the woman who pretend to be dead, she came with a sperm and put it inside of me. Her son is her. She jumped off, but her son become the age she jumped off and put the sperm inside of me, what was inside of her to make the boy. And now I have my child. And now she is saying that's my children. If you understand, someone come with a painting that paint my baby, but the body belongs to me. She killed her body and now only save the paint inside of her son. Her body is dead. Her son is dead. Her body, we never came out of the boy. Now she came to me to steal my body and just paint it. You understand? If she's alive and have another child, her body go on. But she jump off and leave only the paint inside her son. Her son is going around painting other women.